artist. I've been through all his music the last couple of days. Please give it up for Bill Martell. First and foremost, am I saying your name right? I like to check on that. Bill Martell, huh?
Yeah, Bill Martell.
Bill Martell TV.
Yeah.
Bill Martell from ATL.
Yeah.
Are you actually? Have you spent some time in ATL, or is that
Yeah.
just a moniker?
No, I had.
Okay.
I had lived out there.
Our
for a
last
second.
guest, Dame Daniels, has spent a considerable amount of time there. So,
Yeah.
and I didn't even know we were gonna put y'all together. It just happened
cool
that way.
Guy,
You know.
Cool guy too.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I want to say thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in to talk with me. I've been over a lot of your music, but let's talk about. First of all, would you like a beer or a soda? Dr. Pepper, a very light beer, or like a peanut butter kind of heavier beer?
I'll try that.
The peanut butter?
Yeah.
Good. I also have a shot of Fireball if you want to.
Yeah, let's turn up.
You want to turn up? I got a couple of well,
yeah, we might as well.
The right one in here. There we go. Here it is. Try to always offer the guest a beverage.
Thank you.
And if you want to turn up, why not? Turn up that way.
Ooh,
I might drink one with you if you go have one. Why not? All right, so we're here with Bill Martell. Incredible artist. I've been playing one of your songs. You have a song called Lighter?
Yeah.
I've been playing that on my Flowers show.
Oh, yeah?
Only because that's really the only record I had from you. I'm getting into more of your music now that we're talking because I always do my research. I've been listening to a lot of your music over the last day or two. I have a few quick questions and we'll get into more serious or other things.
Okay.
Blunt paper or a good book? Or you can choose all three. When you're smoking, do you smoke more? I'm just assuming you smoke. Do you smoke medicine?
Yeah, for sure.
I thought so.
Yeah.
For some reason, rappers in Arizona.
I'm part of the club.
Okay, you're in. You got the whole tattoo.
Yeah.
Blunt or paper?
Blunt.
I'm a paper guy. Okay.
I like papers, but like they.
If you're used
I
to,
love the taste of the paper, but when I roll it, it burned too fast.
Burn funny, yeah, I know. Especially compared to a blunt. Blunt's hard to do. What kind of blunt, if I may ask? Do you have a certain choice, a brand?
It depends on the weed.
Okay. Oh, depends on the weed. That's interesting. Let's talk about that. What?
Cause like if you get Gorilla Glue like GG4,
yeah,
the best blunt to get with that is a Honey Dutch.
Okay. I've heard a lot of people like the Honey Dutches.
Yeah, but really with that, like with the Honey Dutch, like if you get some GG4, smoke it with that, it tastes like a whole different taste, like some greens. We say it tastes like soul food.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I like soul food. I come from the South. Beer, liquor, or water, if you had your choice in general most of the time?
Water.
All right. Sativa, indica, or you don't care when it comes to weed?
To me, it depends on how it made me feel.
Time of day kind of thing?
Yeah, like some sativas is too weak. They too weak. But
I get it.
Like some indicas is too damn strong. So
I get that too.
To me, it'd be like the taste. I like the taste of the weed, and if it make me like creative.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
It does seem like there is a difference. I don't understand the people some people come in and they say they don't care, sativa or indica, which is weird to me because it's totally the time of day. I can hit a sativa, I can clean the house, get my paperwork done, I can do a bunch of shit, and it seems like time flies. But if I hit the wrong indica and get slowed down, it seems like time takes forever. I can't get anything done. I just want to sleep, So it's time of day. It's what I got on my agenda for me.
Yeah, that makes
if you eat tacos, beef, pork, or fish taco, and fish and shrimp can be the same.
Beef.
Beef. Yeah, me too. That's basically... that's mainly all we had on the East Coast, so I came out here, and that's a big deal with the different meats and the seasonings. I'm getting to learn it all.
I'm allergic to seafood, so.
You gotta leave that alone, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then in Indiana, when like my people's from Gary, Indiana, so like if it was a spot they had like the best pork tacos on earth.
Okay.
But then I don't eat pork no more. I be saucy like.
You let the pork go.
Was fire.
It's good to let the pork go. I'm trying. I've been trying for 35 years.
I ain't let all of it go, but like.
Yeah.
Cause I eat breakfast. It got to be some real bacon.
Some sausage
I eat turkey. I eat turkey bacon, but then like it's sausage on my pizza.
Yeah, I could almost let sausage go, but bacon is a hard thing because it's nothing like crisp good bacon. Like you said, turkey backing
it's fire.
It'll give you the memory. It'll give you the memory of real bacon, but it's not. So where did you originally? Where did you arrive at the earth at? Where did you come from? Where were you born from?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hillside Projects, you know what I'm saying, to be more exact, you know what I'm saying?
I've said this a lot to a lot of people, and I've actually interviewed, talked to some people from Milwaukee, but being on the East Coast in Richmond, Virginia, we really didn't know it was that many problem cities or black people or any kind of problems like that in the Midwest. We thought it was all white folks, to be honest.
Right, right.
We
Especially when
didn't
you
know.
get to like cities like that, like Milwaukee and stuff. But yeah, it's
Milwaukee, we thought like Kirby Puckett. Oh, he was Minnesota.
yeah.
Nah, he was Minnesota. Milwaukee. Y'all were the Milwaukee Bucks. Y'all had some basketball. We were basketball
Right.
players, or
If
you know,
that, some people, a lot of people don't even know that. Like,
the
oh,
Brewers. The Brewers. Y'all had Robin
yeah,
Yount. Like
yeah,
that. The
they
Brewers
thinking
were a
like
white
that.
team. They were like the baseball version of the Celtics to me,
Right,
almost.
Robin Yacht.
I go way back with sports. I don't have any current sports references at all. What's up with Midwest guys and nice glasses? I see you have a very nice pair of frames on.
Are you?
It seems like to me, Midwest guys focus more on glasses than anybody else in the country. Is that a thing?
Yeah. That's like the culture thing. Milwaukee, Detroit,
Detroit's big on frames and
Minnesota.
yeah.
It just depends on the different frames, like the different cities, the different frames.
Yeah.
Like Milwaukee is they like the Cardis too, but they like wood. We'll go Woods, we'll go Buffy's, we'll go Wires. Like I got on, you know what I'm saying. Detroit be more Buffy, old school Wood. Sometimes they'll come with the Panthers.
My OG, Rude Jude, is from Detroit, and he's very much a glass. I hear him talk about glasses, and that's just something. I didn't even start wearing glasses till a few years ago, so that was just something that. And wearing glasses for style,
Yeah, just for fashion too.
I wasn't that stylish. Let's say I knew people that was, I guess glasses to me were like in hip hop. It was Gazelles.
Yeah,
I remember Gazelles. I wanted a pair of Gazelles.
yeah.
And then, then it kind of got, I was a white guy, so it kind of got, Ray-Bans and aviators and those kind of glasses. And then, like the Kumo D and the Randy Savage joints. Like I had those when I was a kid, but I just never got into like grown man, nice fashion glasses, which it makes me want whenever someone like you comes in the room, because I wear glasses now. I'm like, man, I want to get a nice pair of frames. But I haven't gotten quite into it yet. I'm working on it.
Yeah, them Tom Ford frames. It'd be like a lot of frames. Like Minnesota cats used to, they used to rock the Mont Blancs. They used to rock the Mont Blanc frames.
I've heard the names before. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'll just be the different region, different style. People rocking it. My brother was putting me up on the frames when I was a shorty.
What state were you in when you started making music?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Who was growing up in Wisconsin? Who do you? When I was coming up, there was no one in my area, but I looked up to LL a lot because he was similar to my age. And to see a young guy winning was big when I was a young guy. Who in Wisconsin, growing up, when you got into music, who were your influences? Who motivated you? Who inspired you to do music?
I'm inspired by everybody. Like the good thing about Milwaukee, since it's like in the Midwest or whatever, it was a mix of everything. We got West Coast. You know what I'm saying? And then like my brothers and cousins older, so like I was listening to everything. Like we was listening to SIBO, Scarface.
Yeah. See, on the East Coast, we missed out on SIBO somewhat, unless somebody turned you on to it.
Yep. SIBO, Scarface, 8-Ball, MJG, UGK. But then you'll get like Twister, Psychodrama, Old Common, like all the Chicago cats, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then Nelly now, you know what I'm saying? Whoever come through the city, but then all
still
the East
kind of
Coast
Midwest
stuff too.
Oh yeah, East Coast stuff too.
Yeah, it was like you had your East Coast friends that listen to all East Coast, and then your West Coast friends listen to all West Coast.
It seems like Midwest people don't move east. Would you agree? I grew up in Richmond, Virginia. I never met anybody other than my cousins from the Midwest. Now I move out here and I've met hundreds of people from the Midwest just in a few years. It seems like Midwest people come this way. They don't really go east as much.
They try to go away. Everybody shoes, even us from the east trying to get away from that snow.
Yeah, no doubt.
Trying to get away from that snow. But I had some guys that was out there moved out to the DMV. A couple people I know moved out to the DMV.
I'm sure it's my ignorance. I'm sure it's not a thing.
Yeah, it's just, but it'd be different moves there.
Right. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What was it like doing music there? How did you start out? Did you get your own studio? Did you work with someone else's studio? How does that start out for a young guy?
My brother, you know what I'm saying? I call him my brother, one of my closest friends, Kalini Johnson.
Okay.
When we was young, you know what I'm saying, he had studio. His brother had a studio before him, but he just let him learn how to use all the equipment and run the studio. And he was probably like 17. We used to just go fuck around. But they was serious already, you know what I'm saying? I didn't
Yeah.
get serious till I was in my 20s. And he had the studio and the projects by then, so we'll just go to the crib and cook up.
Yeah.
We
How
was
old were you when you moved here to Phoenix?
I don't know. I just moved here.
You're new to the area, I guess.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
moved here 2019. I was here in 2017. Then I left and came back. I did like a snowbird.
A lot of people share that story. They came for a little while, then they moved back.
Yep, I
Yeah.
came, did the little snowbird thing, came all winter. It was feeling good. Then it was like 110, like 2 days in a row. I just hopped in my car and went right back to the mill. I said it's too fucking hot. I left, but then it was like the hottest summer we had in Milwaukee, and then my AC broke out there. I said, "Oh man, I could have stayed in Phoenix
Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
and started networking." So
Yeah.
when I came back, I was like, "I'm gonna get on it." But I chilled for a minute. I was just still watching the game, watching everything go around, going through like Facebook. I pop out to some of the events just to see what's happening, network, talk to the DJ,
Yeah. It's a
get
good thing to do.
information. Yeah, and then
What was it what was life like for you, and paint the picture in Milwaukee? We Big Doobie came from Detroit. He came from a very, like, the real Detroit, seventh mile, and he hadn't encountered a lot of white folks. That was his experience. I've had other people that were raised in very kind of well to do, and I always had a diverse environment. But coming to Arizona, it's different for most people.
yeah.
What was life like in Milwaukee? Like, was it intense? Was there gang life? Was it a regular kid's life? I grew up in the suburbs, just to give you a reference. So it
Oh,
was,
okay.
so Richmond, even when I was, Richmond went through a few years where we were top 3 in the country per capita for murder rate.
Right.
Richmond had a rough time in the late
Right.
'80s and early '90s. But I lived in the suburbs, so while everybody was having a rough time, I didn't have a rough time. I had an easy time.
Right.
So I guess I'm just trying to get a picture of what life was like for you in Milwaukee.
Okay. I don't know. Milwaukee, it's like everybody think it's like super mixed, but the city is like mostly black. Like the city of Milwaukee is like 80% black.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's white people, but they your teachers and shit like
Right,
that. It
right.
might be a couple guys in the hood that's white, you know what I'm saying? And they mix in, but then like once you go to like the east side or where the college is at, like far east side, you know what I'm saying? Like where the college is at and all that shit, that's where the white people at downtown.
Right, right.
And then all the suburbs is white. Like like how here the different suburbs mix.
Hmm.
Like we don't really too much fuck around. You gonna duck off or something in the suburbs, you know what I'm saying? But the
Hmm.
city is black, and then I was in the project, so that's just like blackety black.
Right, right.
But
So I guess I say all that to, much like Big Doobie. Was it some culture shock when you moved to Arizona, or did you go to somewhere else first before you came to Arizona?
yeah, I was in Atlanta, but then I was like, it wasn't a super culture shock because people was telling me, you know what I'm saying? And then like when I first got here, my boy Dorian P, you know what I'm saying? He got the Dorian P's top 10.
Hmm.
Like that's one of my homies. He from Milwaukee originally and shit. But when I first got out here, he was like, Arizona is like, I think he said we like it's like 5% black the whole state. So
Right,
that's
right.
already he was like,
Yeah,
so you know what to expect, bro.
yeah. That's the one thing I figured out when I got here, because I was excited. It's a huge, compared to where I lived. It's a huge city
Yeah,
in mileage and in people.
right.
So it seemed like the potential was unlimited. But in Richmond, Virginia, in the city, it's about 60-40 black,
Yeah.
and then in the suburbs, it's still 20-30% black.
Mm,
So the entire Virginia, even in the country, is more black than a lot of places in America, if
right.
you will.
Right.
So, if, for instance, I grew up with black people down the street. I always had black people in school. It was never that kind of all white world for me.
Right.
Which I'm blessed. I'm happy that it was that way.
Right.
We
Right.
had we had wealthy and we had poor in the same school,
Right.
so I learned a lot. because of that. I feel like a lot of people are handicapped when they're only raised with certain kinds of people. I
Yeah,
feel like it's better the more diverse background.
right. That's true.
You have better understanding, or you come to understanding earlier. But anyway, did you when you got to Arizona? Did you find this is one of my common questions? Do you have a go-to white friend? Did you find the need to make a white friend when you got to Arizona, or was there anybody that stood out to you? You just want to give a shout out that welcomed you when you got to Arizona. It doesn't have to be a white guy. I'm just a racial kind of guy. So
Um, no, I didn't meet my go-to white guy friend yet though. Even though
you haven't met him
everybody
yet.
got one. No,
You haven't met him yet.
I ain't met him
Well, hey,
yet.
could I maybe I want to put in an application. Can I put in an
Okay,
application? I want to be, if you don't have one yet, then
yeah,
there's
I
obviously
know.
an open space, and I'm always looking for another job. So, I would like to apply to be your go-to white friend. If I
Oh
would,
yeah, that.
I've got references. I'm pretty stand up, pretty solid guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely check your resume out.
know.
Yeah, shouts out to my
I,
homegirl
I
Amber
appreciate.
though.
Oh, Amber. Hey, it doesn't have to be a guy.
No,
It
no,
sounds like Amber is your go-to white friend.
no. She not my white friend.
Oh,
She's my
okay.
just one of the homegirls I met.
Okay.
I was trying to holler at her and shit, but then she just put me up on a whole. She from Phoenix, so she put me up on a whole lot of Phoenix shit and
Okay.
a whole lot of Phoenix people and stuff. So I
Okay.
always give her shots out
Shout
for
to
that.
Amber then, whatever
Yeah,
the
she
case may
cool.
be. I appreciate that, and I'm still putting in my application over there. Don't worry about that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you see? I made a promotional video with one of your videos for the show. Did you happen to see that?
Yeah, that's dope.
Did you were you aware that you might scare white people to another level with the machete? Was that intentional?
Yeah,
Because a brother with a gun, we're kind of used to. We see that on the news a lot.
right.
But a brother with a machete
Yeah,
is somewhat different. And
yeah.
you seem to wield it with skill. You seem like you knew what you were doing with the machete. I don't want to sound racial, but you seem, and I was a bit worried after I made the video. I said, man, that looks great, but it might scare some people
Yeah.
with the flagrant use of the machete.
Hopefully.
Because fucking shoot me in the arm, but don't cut my goddamn hand off. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the way I look. I'll take a shot in the leg, but I don't like blades. For some reason, I've never been shot or cut.
Right.
But in my imagination, I feel like I'd rather like a little flesh wound on the leg
Right. Don't take a
than
limb
like
off.
a cut, like like a machete. There's no small cut with a machete. But anyway, shout out to the promo. I tried to do a little promo for the artist.
Yeah, that was dope as hell.
Who do you, other than the Midwest? Your music sounds very modern and a bit experimental, but I liked everything I heard. Let's talk about some of your music. Let me go down. Have you ever had rap beef? Before I get to that, have you ever had rap beef with someone?
No.
No. Good. I'm glad. I hope you don't.
No.
Who's your favorite, other than yourself? Who's your favorite Arizona artist? You've only been here a couple years. Who would you say?
Arizona artists, they got to be from Arizona, right?
Not, I mean, they have to reside here or operate out of here. A lot of people are here and not from here.
Uh,
You can give me your favorite other art, just your favorite artist in general, if you like.
I don't know. I was just trying to see. Let me think. Just the Empress, you know what I'm saying? I know
I
she's
like
not
Just.
from, you know what I'm saying?
No, but I
AZ,
mean,
but
I met her here, so I consider her an Arizona artist, even though
right,
she travels and she's from other places. I get it.
right, her,
Definitely, I love Just. Good shout. Shout out to DJ
Yante,
Pass and the fam.
COE Yante, shit.
COE Yante, I just played his record last week,
Yeah,
side guy, or for
yeah.
lack of saying the right term.
Right,
But yeah, a lot of potential, a lot of noise being made about that guy right now, and I appreciate his music. And he hit me up for playing it. A nice, humble artist, so I apprate that as well.
yeah,
So yeah,
cool,
so
cool.
they're
He
good
got the
choices.
energy right now.
They're good choices. Yeah. I love the young energy in hip hop. I don't really need to hear what old guys are doing, but it's cool every now and then. Um,
Yeah, I like it. I like the older cats too, cause like now you could grow with your fan
you can
base.
grow into it.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
they could, you could do this for a long time.
I'm gonna go down some of your collabs, and if you could just tell me what comes to mind when I mention the people you've done songs with before.
Hmm.
Big Frank,
Dope artist.
dope artist, Big Frank. Tuliano,
Oh man, talented spitter. R.I.P. to his nephew. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. Rest in
Yeah.
power.
His nephew just had a deal with Motown.
Oh, that's a
Yep,
shame.
little Ray Rose.
And passed.
Yeah, he got murdered in Atlanta.
That's tough.
Yeah, yeah.
That's tough. It's one thing I could say. I wish if I could snap my fingers and change things, we would stop killing rappers. You know what I
Right.
mean? It seems to be an epidemic right now. It seems to be a big deal. Jay Reed,
Energy, the energy.
energy.
Yeah.
Kalini Johnson, I think I have her name right.
Brother.
Brother,
Yeah.
okay. His name, pardon me. Memphis.
Uh, family, dope collaborator. I like our sound together.
Last but not least, Mary Boy Mulamar. Mulamar? Am I?
Mari Boy Mulamar.
Mari Boy Mulamar.
Uh, dope, dope,
When I listen
different.
when I listen to his record, it sounded like to me maybe he was rapping off the beat. Am I crazy? Was I too high? I was smoking this morning.
Yeah, that's part of his style.
That's kind of his thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to ask about it because it did stand out. It seemed different.
Yeah, he might be out here right now.
It caught my ear.
He come out here and network a lot, but he like one of the top artists in Milwaukee right now. All his stuff is in the tens of thousands, 50,000 and up. Everything he dropping, he go crazy.
We'll check on Mary Boy Mulamar then.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of your producers. This guy's on a lot of your stuff. Amazing.
Oh yeah, that's brother. That's my brother.
Is he your main producer?
Yes, he taught me how to produce.
Okay.
Too. So
okay.
So this year he said he's not giving me no beats.
It's all on you.
My
huh?
own shit.
Incredible. Yeah. Well, that's a big step for artists. I know. When I started making my own production, I'm not that great at production, but sometimes I know how to make something for me better than other people who are better at production. Does that make sense? You understand?
It does.
Because if you know exactly what you want, you can hone in on that. Now, a lot of your projects were done by Bookie. Let's talk about him for a minute.
Yeah, that's my.
Did you start working with him? Was that earlier in your?
That's my beat moniker.
That's you.
Yeah, that's what I call my beats.
That's you. No wonder there's so much of you on there. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I kept hearing that over and over. I thought that was another person. I didn't realize that was you.
And I'll be telling people I don't want to mistake that because I know it's
a rapper named Bookie.
Yeah, one of the OG artists out here is Bookie. You know what I'm saying? And he dope as fuck. So I don't be wanting to have that mixed up. But yeah, that's my beat name, my producer name.
Yeah, well, I don't think he produces beats. So as long as you're Bookie on the beat, I think that'll clear it up.
Yeah. So don't call me Bookie at no shows. That's bro. That's the OG.
That's the OG, no doubt. I'm glad you make that difference. Young Sean.
Young Sean.
Young Sean.
Yeah. Okay. Dope ass producer. He from down south. I actually met him on fucking what was that shit? Everybody used to go SoundClick.
Mm-hmm.
I had started buying beats from him on SoundClick, and we was networking on Facebook. Everybody need to network. You know what I'm saying? I met the man on SoundClick, was buying his beats and networking with him on Facebook. He became like one of the Maybach music producers. So he made a lot of stuff for the Maybach music shit.
That's a big deal.
A lot of stuff for Ross. A lot of stuff for Meek Mill, Yo Gotti. I think the last beat that I know that he produced for Gotti down there was like, I think he did a part of DM.
Wow.
Yeah.
And just to work on that's a huge record.
Right.
No big deal.
Young Sean.
I want to shout out some songs now that I really appreciated listening to your catalog, which I appreciate. You had almost 60 songs on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
So in one location, I could go find a good piece of your music, which I appreciate.
Even more on Spotify.
Okay. So everybody, YouTube, check on Spotify, definitely. Let's talk about the song All Booties Matter. Now, aside from the record itself, I just like the message in the music.
Right.
Because I come from an older day. You know, nowadays it seems like gentlemen need the ladies to be a complete package. I come from the day where if she was cute in the face, you could make some arrangements with the rest of her, or if her ass was beautiful, you could make some trades on the rest of her or whatever.
Right.
You were looking for highlights in women. The whole thing didn't have to be perfect.
Right. It'd be like, as long as she got a personality and like one of the things.
Yeah, right. A personality and one or two. Right. See, that's the day I come from. Right. So I appreciate All Booties Matter because hey, there's plenty of video vixens, as you would say, that have a bit too much booty for me. Right. I like something a little I don't want to have to go around the world to get where I'm going. So I like something that's a little more petite. So I like just the message that all booties matter.
Right.
I think it's a woman empowerment song. I think all feminists and ladies should get behind it. That and we all have the freedom to enjoy whatever booty we choose to at a given time and enjoy women in all their beautifulness.
Right.
Drop That Bitch, which I will be adding to my playlist and playing a
Yeah.
lot because I really like that record. I mean,
Thank
that's
you.
like a DJ's record. What happened with? How did you come across Drop That Bitch?
You know what? I was fucking smoking weed. I think we just left a show. I was with shouts out Lady AC in
Okay.
Memphis.
All right.
And I was telling Memphis, I'm like, dawg, let me make a beat on your computer. He like, the fuck, you want to make a beat on my shit? I'm like, yeah, let me make a beat on your computer right quick. I got something in my head. And then I just started making that motherfucker. I was finna make a dance song, but I was like, I'm gonna make a dance song, but I'm not finna rap on it. Nobody gonna rap on it. And as I'm making it, they like, let me rap on that shit. I'm like, no, I'm just finna put it up just like this.
Right. I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you. As a DJ, I love that record.
Yeah, little break beat type.
Good Bay. Good Bay?
Oh yeah, good Bay.
Good Bay.
Yeah.
I like Good Bay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
that's
another
shit.
I mean, you really are empowering these females out here with these positive messages.
Right, check out that good Bay.
Yeah. Be good
Right.
at something, ladies. Give that good head. Have that good whap, as they say.
Right, had that wop, had that mouth.
Just get it kind of wet.
Right.
It doesn't have to be soaking for a player,
Yeah,
Just
that's that shit.
get us halfway there. I'll do the rest. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. I saw a lot of great projects, international, Black Soap, as I clear my list, Frazee, the EP, Quarantine, which looks like was just a few months ago, and We Coming Out Hard, which was definitely a play. It's funny you did that with Memphis, and it was definitely a play on 8 Ball and MJG's first record, down to the cover art and everything. So as an old head, I appreciated that.
Yeah. I be trying to hit them with that. Like me and Memphis, every time we do something together, we try to take a play on some old shit. So the next one is we gonna drop is Back at It. And we tried to steal like an EPMD cover, but like you ain't gonna be able to tell when I drop it. But that's what we was trying to be inspired by.
No, that's cool. I appreciate that. I'm an old head. I appreciate that information. Do you have management?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not out here. Like
Okay.
I want to meet some West Coast like management. I got Milwaukee manager.
Okay.
Through my homie Kalini Johnson. Like I said, my brother, he managed an artist. He managed a couple artists out there in Milwaukee, and they doing their damn thing. So
That makes sense. You only been out here a few years. I've only been in here. This is my. I'm like 3.5 years here. How long have you been in Arizona to stay? You said 2019.
Yeah.
So just a couple years.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're both new to the area. I appreciate that. What motivated you to sign to a manager when you first did?
We just blood. It ain't. I mean, well, us.
Okay.
We just, you know
All
what I'm
right.
saying. We just
Right.
getting it how we live. Yeah.
Right.
And he transitioned into management, so I'm like, well, shit, I'm one of your artists now.
Right. There you go. Makes sense. Makes sense. Do you, when it comes to smoking medicine, do you prefer? Are you a card holder?
No.
So no. See, they would get back into Vlad's and the snitchery again.
I mean,
so.
yes. No.
Right.
No, it's gonna be legal.
So
though,
you right. It don't matter. You have no problems working outside of the dispensary system. I guess I should say that. That sounds like.
I like the dispensary though.
Yeah.
It's just like, people don't want to give you that allotment. Hey, it's funny, when I first got here, nobody would tell me that it was an allotment. They just like, yeah, I got my car. Yeah, we can smoke. I'll take you up to the dispensary. I'm like, okay, bet. And then they'll call. They'll be like, what you want? I'm like, an ounce. They'll be like, hell no.
I can't get all that.
They'll be like,
2.5 ounces every 2 weeks.
I could probably get you a half. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm calling back like shit 3 days later, like shit, what up? But no, then like one time, I forgot who it was. It's somebody. Damn. It was one of my Facebook guys. They told me like, I only get this much. And I'm like, you the first person to tell me that. Like, nobody would tell me. They just avoid me, avoid my calls and shit. Like, just.
Yeah, it's 2.5 ounces every 2 weeks, which means just smoking with myself, I usually don't hit my allotment.
Right.
But if I was getting, you know, if I was getting something to help a friend and the friend was a serious smoker, I could see hitting that level, you know, all the time. You know,
Right. That's what I was like, so I could understand it.
it's
Damn.
getting ready to be wide open. It's getting ready to be wrecked. Everybody can enjoy the dispensaries in a few months.
Right.
So that's big for everybody.
Yeah, I'm trying to come
So
up
you
with
can
an accessory.
you can get to you know, you get your first time benefits. They'll give you a little eighth or a little joint or something for going in there. You know, that's the beauty of the dispensary system is that they operate like a business and they put stuff on sale, and sometimes you can even get a buy one get one and that kind of thing.
They had a Black Friday sale.
Oh yeah, any excuse to have a sale. They made up a whole new holiday. They sell it. You know, I always celebrated 420, but when I got out here, I learned they celebrate 710 because 710 backwards is oil.
What?
You ain't heard about that?
No.
So on 710, the week of, they give you all kind of deals on concentrates and stuff because 710 is oil. And really, it's like any excuse to give you a deal. I really appreciate all my dispensaries. I went around and saw 15 of them on my birthday.
Oh,
and I got a free pre-roll and or gram from 15 dispensaries. So I got 15 grams of free weed on my birthday. And one spot I would like to give a shout out to, I got to remember the exact location. I believe it was True Bliss Organics. Did not require me to buy anything. On my birthday, I could have gone in and asked for a free gram of weed, got my free gram of weed, and left without buying anything. Now, that was the only dispensary like that. The rest of them, you had to make some kind of purchase. You could get a gram, you get a pre-roll. I was going around to 15 of them, so I couldn't buy an ounce or a quarter at every one. You feel me? But True Bliss Organics on your birthday will give you a gram free of charge, no purchase required. Walk in on your birthday, ask for your free gram, and you can leave. Now, I told the guy, I can't just leave. If you're nice enough to give me a gram, I'll at least buy a gram. You know, I'll buy a gram. I'll buy a pre-roll. I'll buy something. That's too nice. But I will say they did look out for a player on his birthday. Are you married or do you have a girlfriend? Do you want to not speak about any of that? Just give me a wink and we can move on. Some people don't want to speak about it. I'm not trying to make you speak about it.
Yeah, I'm not married.
Is it easier to be a rapper not being married, or have you ever been married? Maybe you can't compare it to anything.
Nah, I haven't. I have never been married, but
Right.
I don't know. Rapping and even just dating, you know, you just gotta have somebody that understand.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And true indeed.
Yeah.
Do you have any groupie stories? Have you ever had any groupies experiences?
Yeah.
It's tough on independent and rappers that aren't nationally known.
Shit,
but still, sometimes you get groupie experiences. No, I'm just explaining to the people. I'm just explaining to the people. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, that's no.
What's a good group? Do you have a good groupie story?
Man, I got a million of them. I'm me, dog. Just like
okay, play. Don't let me slow you down.
I'm the indie that do it. You know what I'm saying?
Give us a good, whether it's Milwaukee or AZ. Give us a good groupie story.
I don't know. Let me see. Let me give y'all something. No, I'm gonna give y'all my first groupie story because it ain't even good.
That's first one. It's good. It's your first.
That shit was funny as fuck. We was in Minnesota.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's funny. This is the first show I ever fucking did. We was in Minnesota. Damn, where was it at? It wasn't Minnetonka. It was somewhere. It was cold as fuck though. It was cold. We drove there. We smoked weed the whole fucking way. We was opening for Bone. You know what I'm saying? We was opening for Bone Thugs and Harmony. Mm-hmm. So we going up there. We smoking. Woo, get up to that boy high as a kite. That motherfucker was lit, super packed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Front to back.
Yeah.
And shit, only people that was performing was us and Bone. We ain't even know this shit.
Wow, that's an incredible opening experience.
Right, first show ever. You know what I'm saying? My first time performing live ever. Period. You know what I'm saying?
And being right in front, not only right in front of the major act, but the fact that there were no other. You know, a lot of times they'll book a show like that and they'll have 8, 9, 10 opening acts, and the people are literally tired of opening acts by the time. So even if you are the guy that performs right in front of the big act, people are literally tired of opening acts by the time they get to you, which is hard on an opening act.
Right.
You, on the other hand, had a brilliant experience where you're the only opening act.
Right.
So that crowd is there, fired up, and they're ready to see something, and boom, they get you.
Yes, they get.
And continue, please.
They
Go
get
ahead.
us. That motherfucker lit. We did the fucking thing. Shouts out to the whole Pure Game Entertainment, to the crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We went motherfucking nuts. And shit, it was over. After that, you know what I'm saying? This our first time though, fresh out the fucking projects. We doing all project shit. So we telling every bitch where the hotel at, doing all the wrong shit.
Right.
But at that time, it's the right shit. We like, fuck that. Everybody, yeah, we finna have a party. We having a party. Not knowing that we, our plug to do the show, I forgot his name, but he was plugged with Bone, like Busy Bone or something. He was like one of his producers or something. So we the only motherfuckers, but we not knowing. We telling everybody it's the party, and we not knowing our room once we get to the hotel is across from Bone them room.
Wow.
So the shit is lit. Like we get back to the hotel, so many hoes. Like what the fuck? They ready. But they coming for us and Bone. You know what I'm saying? It
Either
wasn't
way,
just
that's
Bone,
an incredible,
so
right? I feel you, but that's an incredible first show experience. I mean, the show, now you're at the hotel, and again, usually it's overcrowded with this and that, but now it's just y'all's room and Bone's room and a ton of women trying to get famous.
So now we get, you know what I'm saying? We right. So we like, yeah, come on, you know what I'm saying? We get us some little chicks in the room. It's like, I think it was like 4 white girls and a black chick or whatever.
And the beauty of this situation is it's mathematics. Bone can only fuck but so many bones. It's 4 guys, maybe a couple of DJ and a couple handlers. So you got 6, 7, 8 guys tops. You know, you got 30 women there. It's only 8 guys that can only fuck a few times. You know, you got, so the numbers are on your side. There's gonna be overflow. That's what I'm talking about. There's gonna be overflow parking, and your room is it.
Right, but then at the same time,
but like, they came to see you too. I understand, no disrespect.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the good thing is they did come to see us too, because I done been to the hotel on the overflow effect too, and that shit ain't worked a couple times. It just depends, you know what I'm saying? So motherfucker, you want them to be there for you.
No doubt.
You want them to be
but
there
again, the beauty of the show was it was just you and Bone.
Right.
So that put y'all on a certain level. May not, of course, not at Bone's level, but right
at
there.
They eyes with they
right
liquor,
there.
We there.
Right there.
Right.
Y'all right there.
Right. They never seen us from nowhere. We came straight from Milwaukee to Minnesota.
As far as they know,
so
you
could
could be on MTV next month. You the next thing. As far as they know, you with Bone, just you and just Bone. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right. So we in the room, we get the chicks and shit. So I'm like, all right. I grabbed the little one of them and duck off in the bathroom. I'm like, shit, what up? You know what I'm saying? This bitch tell me, she said, I'm the hand job queen of Minnesota.
Is that because she lost last place in the blowjob contest? I don't know, but anyway, go ahead. Right. Hey, I love a blue ribbon, bitch. Go ahead.
Right.
First, do they? Wait a minute. Now, see, I've never been. I got a million questions.
So
you said I'm Minnesota, because
yeah.
I've never been to Milwaukee or Minnesota. So I'm like, do they do that at the state fair?
Right.
Like when they have the cows and shit. Do they and the kids' drawings? Is that like another competition they have? The hand job queen of. All right, so you in a room with the hand job queen of Minnesota. Right. Let's guess what happens next, viewers. Let's see what happens next.
So I'm like, oh, really?
Okay.
Like, so I'm thinking like, all right, well, hand job gonna definitely turn into blow job.
Salute to the queen, right? Salute to the queen of Minnesota hand job.
The next job, I'm thinking, all right, all this shit for the transform.
This is her way in. This is how women are, though. That's her way into whatever's gonna happen next.
Right.
I'm surely you gonna let me, if I'm the hand job queen, as she said, surely you gonna let her, you gonna see her skill.
I'm like, fuck it.
And then from there, who knows? I feel like that was just her in with you. But go ahead. All right, here we are.
That's what I'm like. I'm like, yeah, this is the intro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
I bet you got some soft hands. If you're the queen, let's go.
Right. So I'm like, yeah, let me, you know what I'm saying? Get some of this little hotel lotion. Let's see what's gonna happen. But I'm like, no, let her go dry for a second, because she might put it in her mouth. I don't know what's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. So then, you know what I'm saying? She doing that bullshit. And like I said, it was 4 other girls. So they coming in there. I'm like, well, maybe they gonna come in. It might be like, they gonna be like, oh,
let's have a hand job contest to prove you the queen.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Take your hand, put it in my, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. All right. So, but this shit is not happening. My guys end up coming in there because one of the girls came in there. Guys coming in there. They like, what the fuck is this shit? They like, what the fuck? I see she said she the head.
She the queen.
Right, so
She the
they
hand
like,
job queen. She the HJC.
they
She
like,
the,
that's all you finna do? I'm like, no, nigga, you know this shit should lead to. They
right.
like, hell no, man, fuck that, man. We ain't finna. So,
Damn.
yeah, so I just
They was
ended
fucking
up.
up your good time. They fucked up your good
I'm
time.
gonna claim that they fucked it up, but
I was. What do you think? If no one had come into the room, what do you think, honestly, in your player heart was gonna happen?
that she was gonna go from hand job to
It was gonna go.
blow
It was gonna
job.
go. It was gonna go wherever, right?
Hand job to blow
Yeah.
job, at least. But you know, I know it's
Yeah.
gonna
God
go
bless
up.
her. God bless her. That
Right.
Any
Fucked up my
woman,
little
any
groupie
woman that's gonna
experience.
announce herself as the hand job queen of Minnesota, because that leads me to want to. I want to at this point. I want to see a real competition. Let's get the hand job queen of Wisconsin
Right.
and let them go at it.
Right.
Get Miss Virginia in there.
Right.
Let's see
Miss
who's.
AZ.
Let's see who's right. Let's see what state has the best queen. You know, salute to all the queens, all the yams, as Mike Terrell would say. I have a difficult spot usually in every interview, and we've had a great time, and I still want to be your go-to white friend, so I don't want to mess that up. But and I'm sure you'll be able to duck out of this very easily because nobody accused you of anything. But and we were talking early on the show. I brought in William Buford as he is the troll king, and I have a special report every now and then from Buford. So he came in. Unbeknownst to me, he brought his sister, good friend Kia from the BMB, the bitch boss made bitches. That's their title. I'm not calling them that. And they said that, you know, they went into this long story about a problem they had with Cheddar That Truth. Shout out to him. And there was an altercation. They came to the door. The police were called. And in the middle of all that, they said, you can ask Bill Martell. He was in the kitchen. So they threw you into this, first and foremost. But they said you had nothing to do with it. You had nothing to do with the issue that they had with him. You just happened to be on site. So that leads me to my first question. Are you going to be a part of the all-male cipher coming soon from Cheddar That Truth?
No, I'm not. I didn't get voted on, and I was supposed to be a.
There was a vote. I'm unaware. There was a vote.
The females voted for the guys this time.
Oh, okay.
This time,
like Sadie Hawkins shit. Like
like they everybody sent in like auditions. It was dope. It was dope.
Okay.
Dope process, and then they just picked who they thought would sound dope on the thing.
So the Ravenous in them, the girls from the cipher got to pick for the guy cipher.
Yeah.
All right, interesting. I like the concept.
Yeah.
I give it to him. He's got a lot of interesting concepts, and I know he caught a lot of heat for the female cipher, and I spoke pretty poetically and nice about it. Jokes are jokes, but I hate to see people's artwork get dragged.
Yeah, because it's just
it's all choice and opinion and decision at the end of the day.
Right, and the females, they just wanted to do their thing. Just you just
Buford described it very well. That a cipher is much like battle rap, where it tends to be bar heavy, and a lot. He said himself, a lot of these females make great music, but they weren't really bar heavy. So it's weird. In a cipher, you kind of expect that shock and awe punchline, bar, and whether they did that or not, that's for other people to judge. I just think that a cipher is a special thing. It's different. It's not a song. It's not like songwriting. It is much more of just kind of.
But it's just really like creatively letting go, because you know what I'm saying. Like when everybody. Like, just everybody standing around cipher, everybody freestyling. So how really it ain't bar heavy unless it was like them New York ciphers where everybody came with 30 raps already pre-written.
Well, I think
would be freestyling.
When I think cipher, I think the BET ciphers. That's what comes to my mind.
Yeah.
When someone calls it a cipher,
right.
Now, if you just made like an all-female song and everybody's just doing their verses, that's different.
Right.
I think it would have been judged differently. I think when you call something a cipher,
but then when you look at the BETs, it'd be like they'll do the one with all the battle rappers spitting all the bars, but then they'll do the ones with the hot new artists. Yeah. They don't always spit.
They're not always spitting bars. You're right. And they bring melodies.
Like Double XL. The Double XL ciphers, they don't always just come straight bars. It's just like everybody expressing.
Well, for the last 10 years, they've been the younger guys. And let's be honest, bars have just not been on at the top of the menu for the past 10 years. That's not
Yeah,
what
basically.
Atlanta and other places. The West Coast certainly brought melodies in, and Atlanta took the melodies to another whole place. Auto Tune took melodies to another whole place.
Right, and then
So it's just another tool in hip hop where it's not all about bars
and then if you
anymore.
want the bars, they on URL. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rum Nitty got the
Right.
bars. If
No
you want the
doubt.
bars,
No doubt.
goddamn. You know what I'm saying? My boy Bankhead got the bars. You know what I'm saying? Killer B. No, I'm just saying, but you know what I'm saying. But for real though, with the bar thing, that's not what's running hip hop right now. It's, you know what I'm saying? Shit,
Were,
unless you with Griselda.
were you still in the kitchen when the police got there?
Yeah, I gotta call Cheddar for that.
We're not. Hey, I've tried to stay as delicate about the whole situation. I'm
Yeah,
not.
I
I'm
don't
here to
really-
make friends, not enemies, and I'm really just
Nah.
fucking with you at
I
this
know
point.
it's all good.
I
just
was
don't wanna
completely.
speak
I
on
was.
it,
I had. I was completely caught off guard when they were telling me this story. Apparently, the young lady Kia was with had a legitimate problem with Cheddar, and that's between them. And
Right.
she just came in to tell the story. She even the young lady even called in, so we had direct from the queen's mouth. There was no hearsay. I even stopped asking questions because I felt uncomfortable. It became like a Vlad interview. I'm not gonna get into the point where I'm asking people to snitch on themselves, but this is a story the lady was telling, and she told it of her own free will, and just out of nowhere, she said, "Yeah, Bill Martell was in the kitchen. You can ask him about it." I said, "Man, that's crazy. It's crazy. It just all came together that way." But I've been very clear. I appreciate Cheddar's attitude about the heat and the hatred that he took on. I appreciate his gumption to bounce right back. I appreciate his spirit. And I think at the end of the day, the music is subjective to each individual's taste.
Right.
I thought the young lady that named herself
Raveness.
Raveness, and had the wings on.
Yeah.
Some people could joke on that. I thought it was just a person's artistic choice,
Right. She dope.
creative
She got some
choice.
dope shit. All them girls got some dope shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now, at the same time, did I laugh at Mike Terrell's commentary? Yes.
It
I'm
was
sorry.
funny as
Yes,
fuck.
it was funny. It was
Shouts out
lunchroom.
Mike Terrell.
It was lunchroom. It was what we do. It was
Right.
clowning. It was joking on each other
Right.
in
Good
good
ribbon, right.
spirit. It was nothing. Everybody, please continue doing your thing and realize that there's always gonna be jokes.
Yeah, and a click is a click. Shit.
Yeah. So anyway, shout out to everybody involved. We're gonna skate right off of that. You're new to the. You seem like you're very familiar with what's good and bad about the hip hop scene in Milwaukee.
The good and bad. You said okay.
What's good and bad?
The good is the numbers. The good is the numbers. It's a lot of artists doing big numbers in Milwaukee, like the streaming and YouTube and shit. Like it's a lot of artists in the 50K and up club out there.
Hip hop is always hungry for a new story, a new region, a new artist,
Right.
and eventually it will get to everywhere.
Right. Milwaukee.
I mean, it just got to Buffalo, and they're 6 hours from New York City.
Right.
Just got to Buffalo, so I have a firm opinion it will get everywhere eventually. And it sounds like
and behind the scenes, it always be like it be some Milwaukee cats in there behind the scenes, like all the time,
writing songs or producing. A lot of times we never hear about the songwriters and the producers,
right?
Because they're so low key,
right? Or they just get there and they start to. I ain't gonna say they get there and claim they from somewhere else, but they just get there and they never really asked where they from.
Right.
Like Rico Love, you know what I'm saying? Tank, you know what I'm saying? They from Milwaukee, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that because they never
the
asked.
R&B got Tank.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known that. No,
right. K Camp, you know what I'm saying? His whole family from Milwaukee.
I know, I've heard K Camp.
But he grew up in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? He like did all his teenage shit in Atlanta, so you know, he from Atlanta, but his mom, dad, everybody from Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? So
cool.
That's dope. Business Boy, he like one of the hottest producers. He out in LA right now. He produced for everybody. He from Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? He do his thing. Lakia, she just got signed to QC.
Okay, that's big.
You know what I'm saying? Everything she dropping hitting like $1 million right now. She just did a song with the City Girls called Female Goat. You know
Sounds like she's next up. She's from Milwaukee?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check into her.
From Milwaukee, yep. Young.
What's bad about Milwaukee?
It's still separate. It's still separated. You know what I'm saying? Because it's even with the it's a lot of artists doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, 50,000 and up, 100,000 and up, couple millions. You know what I'm saying? All of them should be working together.
Yeah.
It'll be like artists that do like more street music, don't want to do a lot of music with the artists that's like the club music. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody needs to just keep building it and putting it together. You know what I'm saying? We got platforms out there. It's a whole page of MKE verified. It's like Say Cheese of or World Star of Instagram for Milwaukee and shit. So like, it's like I don't know. The only thing bad is really separation and like more radio play, more radio play for the indie scene. And I don't know.
What would you change about the Phoenix music scene if you could?
Um, the it need to be more Phoenix artists in the streets. Like I don't hear.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Hold that thought. We're gonna get to lighters, and then we're gonna get right back after this on the mission with Bill Martell.
Shit on them niggas, Bookie.
Somebody pass me a lighter. I'm just trying to get higher. Eating, baby, I can get lighter. The roof really look like it's on fire. The roof. Somebody pass me a lighter. I'm just trying to get higher. Eating, baby, I can get lighter. The roof really look like it's on fire. The roof. Back to back blessings, some goodness. White girl just said, oh my goodness. I'm professional with my hoodness. Burno on the sponsor cookie. New diamonds dancing like Chucky. Yo, boost my too hard when she looking. My eyebrow like rock smell was cooking. Rolling papers and blessing them woody. I do not pop and get trippy. I got a call for a zippy. I'm a bust more, give me many. But really, I'm smoking a sticky. I need a new plug, no bullet. I wanna buy me some bushes. I do not smoke with no rookies. Every day it be 420. I asked Stogie to pass it. I'm trying to make a new classic. She said I'm cooler than Vlasic. Then let me stretch her elastic. Somebody pass me a lighter. I'm just trying to get higher. Baby, I can
Shout out to True Man.
lighter. The roof really look like it's on fire. The roof. Somebody pass me a lighter. I'm just trying to get higher. Baby, I can get lighter. The roof really look like it's on fire. Time to roll up. We gon' count all the money, feel good. Probably take another trip. Another bag got the drip. Look at shawty wanna live. Tell her come and get some. I'ma give her what they hit for. In the bed they getting veggies, yeah. Party swap up on the junkie, yeah. Party smoke another onion, yeah. Better tip it with a program, yeah. Want the money on the table, better no sale. On the free cute money at the top jam. And still let you lay on no land. Bro, these niggas, baby, no pain. I'm just trying to get higher. Baby, I can get lighter. The roof really look like it's on fire. Somebody pass me a lighter. I'm just trying to get higher. Baby, I can get lighter. The roof really look like it's on fire.
Fire! It's one of my favorites. It's a pro weed anthem, which I'm pro weed, so I appreciate that one.
Shouts out Benny Eyes and Mickey Man. You know what I'm saying?
Mickey Man?
Yeah, Mickey Man on that second verse.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Mickey Man. I didn't realize that was him on there. That's one of my buddies in the AZ hip hop scene. He's making a lot of moves, always working hard at a number of different jobs. So I appreciate that. Dope artist, dope family background. We had a Mickey Man was one of my first mission interviews. So I appreciate that, brother. And we always see each other out. It's nothing but respect. So salute to Mickey Man and the whole fam. More artists need to be in the streets.
Yeah, like
who's your favorite AZ artist other than yourself, if you had to pick one?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm rocking with Yante right now.
Yante, he's like a young guy's tough right now.
It's a lot of dope artists though out here, but like Yante, that's what I'm talking about. Like as far as like in the street, like this motherfucker, his story, dog. He be throwing them goddamn parties. them house parties be lit. Everybody be knowing that shit. Like that's how more artists need to be. But at the same time, it need to transition to YouTube, like and Spotify and everything. Cause like that's what they doing at the crib. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why it's different. Like in Milwaukee, they still sell CDs, shit. So you know what I'm saying? Like so, this motherfucker was the whole hood to have somebody CD. So you gonna ride around, everybody riding around gonna hear it. The kids gonna hear it. The baby mamas gonna have it. You know what I'm saying? The high school kids gonna have that shit. You know what I'm saying? The parties they playing them at the parties. Like that's the difference between there and here. Like you'll be a dope ass artist, but then no DJ playing your shit in the club.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
No strip club playing your shit. None of
Right.
the bitches know y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
be asking girls like, who is y'all favorite artist, you know what I'm saying, out here and stuff like that. No offense to nobody though, for real. Like I just be asking like females because I be
Yeah.
trying to know like because in Milwaukee they really will just ride around and just bump nigga shit, bump, you know what I'm saying, my shit or Looney Baby, Lil Chicken, Munch Lauren, Moolah Mar, shit. So many artists, Rissa Fam, you know what I'm saying? Just be like artists there just ride around just bumping that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like I hop in the car with a chick, they playing Lil Baby all day. They playing fucking Da Baby all day. Like they not putting
Yeah.
on one person. I'll be like, well,
Right.
who y'all know? Who y'all fuck with? They'll tell you they fuck with somebody, but don't play they shit.
How do you get at the women? I know it's not. I know you get at the guys through the strip club, and that's not that hard. You can figure out who the DJ is, and you know, try to sweeten his sugar and get him to play your record. How do you get to the ladies though?
I don't know. It gotta just be some shit they feel, and then it's crazy. I don't know. It gotta be something they feel. It just be different too, cause you know somebody will be like, well, you know, you try to make some shit that cater straight to the ladies, but you know, every chick you ride with playing ratchet shit. They playing shit where they disrespecting the ladies. So
Yeah,
you
it's
just,
odd.
you know what I'm saying? You might make some shit like, oh, I wanna be your best man and all this shit. Then you hop in the car with the chick, she playing throat babies.
Yeah,
So-
it's weird that what it was like a year. It was like a year ago. Gillette was trying to tell men how to talk to women on the street, and all men were assholes and rude. And then like a year later, you got WAP and Throat Babies is the number one songs with women. So it's very mixed messages, very confusing for the modern day man. I'm glad I'm married. I don't have to deal with any of that
right.
foolishness. I left my shit at home. That's terrible to show off like that. But anyway, it's been a great show, and it's especially been a great talk with you, Bill. I appreciate the laughs and the fun we had.
Yeah.
If you could snap your fingers like Thanos and change one thing about your life or the world, whatever it would be, what do you think you would change if you could snap your fingers and change one thing?
I just had everybody heard my shit by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then they can be their own judge. But I know I got something for everybody that
Right.
everybody likes. So, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I agree. I agree. A lot of music, a lot of different looks, a lot of different angles. Check on Bill Martell, Bill Martell TV, Bill Martell on YouTube. It's not hard to find. Bill Martell on Spotify for the extra stuff that's jumping out there. Please check on this wonderful artist. He came to sat down with me, gave his gems and jewels and experiences to y'all free of charge, just for a beer and a shot of it's just complimentary beverages. Thank you so much for Bill Martell for coming in. Thank you to Dame Daniels. Thank you for William Buford and Kia coming in, and for Nina calling in. A lot of things to get stuff, a lot of things to get straight as we try to bring AZ together. Thanks to Noah O for the hat. Thanks to Timberwolf Bleeds for the shirt. As I love merch, and they continue to keep me fresh here on the mission. Thanks again. Let me give you this one time.
Hey.
Thank you for coming in, Bill. I appreciate it.
Me. What size you wear? I might have to bring some merch up.
XL,
Okay.
7.5 in the hat or snapback, XL on the shirt. Anytime, I appreciate it. I always wear it, and I talk about it on the show. It's good publicity and promotion for everybody.
Right.
I wish you the best of luck. I'm happy to be involved in your movement. If there's anything you need from a DJ, let me know. If there's every time where you want to promote, come back on the show. Just let me know. You're always welcome.
Okay, for sure. Make sure everybody check out all the new stuff that's dropping. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped a tape December. What was this? This January? Yeah, December 1st. You know what I'm saying? Rush Hour. Me and Jay Reed. It's a whole tape. We got videos out.
That's on Spotify, I'm sure.
I dropped this. Yep, it's on Spotify. Yeah, it didn't drop on YouTube. Like Spotify been tripping lately with the newest shit that people dropping on DistroKid. It ain't hitting YouTube right away. So,
Right.
um,
Oh well.
but that and then I got like 2 short films. One called Black Soap. You know what I'm saying? That Black Soap tape is all clean records too.
That's an interesting way to go about it with the black soap. It's all
Yeah,
clean.
yeah.
I had no idea you had a movie to go along with the black soap project.
Yep. And one for quarantine too.
Incredible. So
Yep,
check out
for
those
sure.
movies. Check out that music. He is everywhere. CVS on every block, shorty. That's how we do it. The Mission. Thanks again to Bill Martell. Thank you, bro. Have a good one. Appreciate it.